Chen Zhe Yuan is a massive breakout star right now. He is the main lead of Hidden Love, and I'm going to be checking out more Chinese dramas with the two main actors that were in Hidden Love. He is starring in a lot of stuff that I'm interested in, and one of those is a C-drama named Mr. Bad, or I think goes by another title of My Villain Boyfriend. I definitely want to talk about it. Hi there, I am Monique. I am the host of Off by Purple Heart podcast, where I talk about K-dramas, C-dramas, BTS, and whatever else I like. So as I said earlier in the show intro, I am definitely interested in checking out more C-dramas that star the two actors of Hidden Love. I've been chronicling my love/obsession with this show on this podcast for quite a bit. You can definitely check back in previous episodes. I've talked about Hidden Love a lot, and I've even given you recommendations on some C-dramas to watch after Hidden Love as well, if you're looking to get more of a fix. Even though I think it's just really hard to replace Hidden Love, to be honest. But Chen Zhe Yuan, he has quite a few dramas under his belt already, and Mr. Bad is one of them. The basic premise for this one is we have the main lead female character who is a writer. She's a fanfic writer, which I thought was really cool. I always love stories about fan fiction writers. They fascinate me. And she also has this obsession with this particular romance novelist, but his romance is kind of more tragic love stories, and he works for this publishing imprint that she's looking to intern at first, and then to work full-time as well. So there's that element as well. But she basically has this fan fiction that's up where it stars the novelist that she's in love with, and this also really devilish side character who's the antagonist of the story. And he is the typical bad boy who is very mischievous, is a liar, and is a philanderer, and is very good looking, but very bad news in her mind anyways, as she seems to have a lot of fun writing this character. So things get a really weird zany twist where one night she makes a wish at a wishing fountain or fountain well, and some mysterious figure in the background, I'm guessing that gonna play like the fairy godfather of the story, essentially grants her wish where she says she wants to experience a true romance, right? She's had a pretty pathetic love life leading up to this point. I'm guessing partly why she writes fanfics. No shade, no shade, no shade, no shade. I love fanfiction writers, okay? But she essentially wants to experience this great, incredible romance. And what happens is one of the characters from her fanfic actually come to life. You would think this would be the idealized version of her crush that is a real life person, but no. The fictional bad boy in her fanfic novel comes to life. And it's as zany as you could think it was. And it's just this whole level of hijinks where you have this historical character, because this is not a character in present day. This is historical romance that she has written. And it's to get this ancient historical figure to acclimate to the modern world and society. And he's like, what the hell is going on? Who the hell are you? And he's every bit as mischievous and arrogant as she depicts him in her fan fiction as well. And he kind of has to stick by her side. So it's very weird how this wish works out. Basically, anytime that she is in danger, or anytime she needs any form of help, or she's in any embarrassment, he'll pop up like a genie to kind of help her in her moment of distress. So a lot of hijinks ensue. So far I've watched about 14, I believe, episodes of this drama. I believe there's 24, which I learned now that I've watched more K-dramas, it's actually kind of short. I used to think 24 was a lot, but I'm also kind of used to the American model or the North American model where they have vastly shortened episodes now, which is kind of a detriment in a way. You should have time to actually build characters up and give them fully fleshed out personalities and story arcs, but also wrap stuff up and not go into like 12 seasons of a show, right? So yeah, 24 episodes, right? So I'm at episode 14 and things have definitely progressed a lot. I'll say right off the bat, earlier on, I think the main leads are really cute together. I think the chemistry is good for the most part, but I also get kind of annoyed with the female lead. I think sometimes she comes off really immature, and because you brought this fictional character to life and basically he appears at your command, I feel it's kind of a sad scenario because he truly believes that he's a real person, that he's from this era that she's written about, and he doesn't know, at least not yet within the context of the show, that he's actually a fictional character come to life. He genuinely believes he's missing from his home, and throughout a lot of the earlier episodes he's trying to find ways to get back, but she's withholding the truth that the reason why he's been brought to life in the first place is because she wished for it. She wished to have this epic grand romance, but with any wish that can come true in the story narrative, there's always like a catch, right? The wish will come true, but not in the way that you actually anticipate. So there's that level of guilt on her side, but he's this character that generally doesn't really have full autonomy yet because he's there within her control and power, which even though he's an ass and he's very mischievous and can be really rude and very rough with her in the first episodes, you know, like in one of the early episodes he has like her in a headlock and I'm like, hey, wait a minute, we're supposed to be rooting for this couple, hey, easy with the roughness, okay? Can't just be draping up characters like that. But yeah, it's just it's kind of sad because you know that he's not fully in control of his autonomy, right? But he believes he is, but he's really not. And it's just kind of tragic for me, and I think she uses that power very carelessly. Like she summons him just when she feels like at times, and they can get into literal fights with one another, and she'll basically summon him back even though he wants space and distance from her, which is not cool. You know, like the whole murkiness of consent, even though this is all fictional, it's like that's not really the most romantic thing, right? But the show is also just really offbeat in general, and they do have chemistry. I think this actor, he is really good. He's very different from how he is in Hidden Love. He has like certain smiles and his eyes tell a story in themselves. He's very good. He's very good. I can see him being that much more popular, especially with the success of Hidden Love, and I can see he's got the acting chops, you know? He does physical comedy really well. So does she, the female lead actress, as well. And for the most part, the chemistry is there. I will admit, I did kind of skip a couple of scenes in maybe through episodes 8 and 10 because it was kind of boring me a little bit. And then there's also a side plot of like the second lead, you know, the novelist that she's in love with, that she first bases her fanfic off along with the antagonist. The novelist, he was real, is in love with his friend that is in the same imprint as him. And they have a lot of scenes with one another as well. There's a lot of focus on them, and I'll be honest, it kind of distracts from the main couple in the show, and I just don't really care for them that much. I just don't think their romance is as interesting, but I'm not fully completed the show. As I said, I'm only at episode 14 now, so I still got some to go, and things are definitely starting to shift, so we'll see. Her friend and her friend group, I could take or leave them, you know, which is sad because I like with ensemble casts when they have like secondary and tertiary characters. I like getting in those stories as well, as long as the characters are interesting and they just don't stand out to me as much. But I will say that one side character that I absolutely enjoy more than anything is the female lead's mom. First of all, the actress that they chose to portray her mom is a lot younger looking than maybe she should be, because legitimately they could play sisters. They don't look that far apart in age. Like, the actress is stunning that plays her mom, and she's just adorable. Like, I'm used to seeing a lot of these dramas in general, the parents are just awful. They're super controlling, abusive, just general chemistry sucks out of the show. But the mom in this show is really amazing, and she's a stepmom at that. There's an entire backstory that I won't reveal for now. I'm going to try to keep this relatively spoiler free of a review or my initial thoughts of this show before completing it. But the mom is absolutely adorable. They have like a friendship like dynamic that reminds me a lot of Gilmore Girls with Lorelai and Rory, but it's just that much sweeter. And I find every time there's scenes with the three of them, so like the two main leads and the mom, I just think the found family aspect of it is just so incredibly cute and adorable. Like, there's always a smile on my face every single time that I watch their scenes, and I really enjoy them and how they play off one another. So all in all, I think Mr. Bad is not that bad, you know, to start off with. I just want to find my next hidden love. You know, I'm still on that journey. I don't know if this show will be that, but it will not be my last C-drama, and I'm definitely going to check out more works from the actors from Hidden Love as well, because I enjoy them both, right? So that's it for this episode. I'm definitely going to have a follow-up episode when I complete Mr. Bad and the other C-dramas that I get into. If you're listening via Spotify, I thank you. Please share. If you're watching on YouTube, I would appreciate you subscribing and maybe leaving a comment. Let me know what your thoughts about the show are. Have you watched it? Are you planning to watch it? Let me know, and I'll be back for more episodes in the future. Till then, bye.